close up and it's just for you. I just need a little bit of time to breathe in and out. I just need a little bit of time to ease up my mind. All for you. Situation got me running like I'm losing my mind. All for you. I feel with every little step I take I'm crossing your line. All for you. I'm all for you, all for you. Yeah, I'm all for you, all for you. Got me running like I'm losing my mind. All for you. I feel with every little step I take I'm crossing your line. All for you. I'm all for you, all for you. Yeah, I'm all for you, all for you.
Hello and welcome to the Contest of Speed EU3 here at Bahrain. Well, it's nice to go. We are halfway through the season at round 8 of season 12. I wonder what's going on because I'm not hearing Matt. Matt is here with me. I am Corey, also known as S12 R8, one of your commentators for this evening. Matt is here, but for some reason, something going on. Not too sure what's going on. We have 16 drivers on the grid today. 15 turns at Bahrain. He's having troubles linking it to the PlayStation. Discord with PlayStation. Technology, eh? Gets everybody. Who's the bravest first out of the pits? That's what I want to know. So we've got Red Panda and Break out already. Let's take a look at those. Red Panda. Goran is out. Goran, the winner of your last race here at Monza, should I say? Matt will be joining us as soon as he figures out his technical issues, it seems. Looks like he is having some difficulties. Linking Discord with PlayStation, see? I don't understand how that works, and I don't know how to get into it or get into the technical details of it. What I will say is, if you keep your eyes open, you might see something special on the barriers and some of the flags sticking out. Just a little special message to a certain league coordinator who spent 5 years doing the comms for EU1. 5 years, that's some commitment, that's dedication to the league. There it is. Thank you, Thomas. As we see Goran go out on his flying flat. I'm expecting something good here from Goran. There was an Alpine 1-2 in the last race, which has put Alpine ahead in the constructors. Wasn't too shabby for first sector. We have yellow flags. Is that car slowing down? I think it is. It's a Mercedes slowing down for last sector. Nice. Can you keep it? It was very close to track limits. That's a fact. Managed to keep it on track. Can you keep it going? Can you hold it together all the way through the lap? Set the fastest. He's definitely one to watch after his win at Monza. Still waiting for Matthew to see if he can fix his issues. Going over the 131.2. Wow, break with a 129.5. That is definitely the benchmark to beat. What's happening now? I wonder. That is the question. Breaking the Alfa Romeo's just set. A 129.5, he's gone wide. Very wide. That is the benchmark to beat a 129. Slight problem. Do me a favour. Invite me to the session. Oh wow. That's if I've got you, my mate. There it is. Done as fast as I possibly could. It's not something that I'd like to do. It's not something I wanted to do. Apologies, chat. I've just seen the chat. I do apologise for that. How's everybody doing? This is EU4 Bahrain. Mackie music 131.5. So close. Don't know who you're watching. We have Maloy's in P2, Ivica in P3, Yeetmix in P4, Fragnistone P5. So, they're all in the 130s. Maloy's is in the 129s. As we see Lewis House take fastest for sector. I do apologise for this. I'm still trying to get our commentator in here. Matty. Trying to get him in on this one. As we see Lewis coming round. Does he get fastest second sector? Yes, he does. Looks like he's on for provisional pole. Is expected. He has 38 points of a lead as we go halfway into the season. It's not too much of a gap. He can be caught, but by who is the question? Who will be the one to catch him? And he only goes third. That's quite surprising. We've read a slow last sector. I'm not too sure. Or Shane out on a lap, on his 8 lap. Finally come out of the pits. A lot of drivers holding back to seeing what the times will be. Something that I would do. If I was out here racing at Bahrain, 'cause it's very unpredictable. You never know what full time's gonna be. Especially if you go a bit too harsh into second sector. And tight corners can really mess you up. $131.5 was your prediction for go around. It was close. Following Shane at the moment. My oh my. Where could Matty be? I feel like I'm just talking to myself, Satya. It's not a nice feeling. Well, I say that. It's not too shabby. We are still following Shane on his first flying lap. Oh, and he's invalidated. Oh no. He'll be back to the pits for Shane, I guess, for a fresh set. He'll be back out again. Dougie's on an 8 lap. Hasn't set a time yet. Let's see what time he can set. Anyone got any predictions on Dougie's time? So 129.5. He's still the time to beat. Dougie comes across the line to start his lap. DRS wide open. It's a solid slam on the brakes into turn 1. Very tight. Gotta be careful not to overrun it. See, Alpine lets him through. Lewis is back out on another 8 lap. Oh no! Ooh! Dougie's dropped it. That's not a nice one. Swallow Lewis. That will be Dougie back to the pits for a wing. He has wing damage clearly seen. He will be back to the pits for a wing. Gives us time to follow Lewis on his second lap. Mate is still having issues. I'm afraid this could be a solo run. One commentator. I don't think I'll be able to keep up with all the chaos. Gonna be totally honest with that. That's a lot of action. Such a short amount of time. Something to mention, Alex in 7th for the 130.4 is a new driver. Making his debut here today. He's out on a lap. Looks like he's behind Lewis here. See what kind of lap Lewis can produce. And Alex will not long be across the line behind him. Don't think Lewis is improving, sorry. Well, saying that, he's 700 up. Fine margins. Ooh, took a bit of curb. Holding it flat all the way. Can he brake? He can't brake. Brake FN. Brake FN still holds out in P1 with that lap. Alex is going slow. Think he might be boxing. He is. Alex is boxed. Well, Lewis is P2 with that lap. It's just 900ths off. It's the fine margins that make the lap, that get the positions. The pole sitter is out though. He is on a lap. Can he improve? Or is that one lap the best he's got? He's almost 2/10 down in first sector. Doesn't look like it's an improvement. And keep following him though. Oh, it's 2 temps up. Brake is 2 temps up. It's an improvement on that sector. Then those are the last 2 turns, 14 and 15. Oh, that looks a bit snappy. Did he hold the speed? He did, and he improved. It's a 129.2. It's the pole time to beat. Wow. It's 4 temps faster than Lewis on that lap. Ivica is on an 8 lap. I was expecting a faster time from Ivica, I've got to say. He's holding third. But it seems to be I'll be joined with Ricky.
Good
Hello.
afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are we?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, sorry about that. We have had an issue with Matt's account. We have stumbled across a problem. So yeah, it's good in one way and bad in another. Obviously, we don't want this problem going forward, so we can solve it going forward. Unfortunately, Matt, you won't be in the commentary booth. You'll be stuck with me. However, I will make it up to Matthew, I'm pretty sure. So far, Break is the man to beat with Racer in P2. Mylaws, though, is happy with his time in P3. And welcome everybody in the stream. And STLR, how are we doing?
I'm alright, mate. I'm very well. I'm excited for this one. I love Bahrain. Bahrain's always a nice track. I do. I like this one. I'm excited to see what happens with Break and Racer. I'm not going to lie. I wasn't expecting Break to be so quick. That's quite a lap time.
Yeah, I mean, what we've seen is, you know, the tiers are that close that track dependent. Some are going to be quicker than others at certain tracks. So this could just be a case of this is one of his better tracks, and we're seeing it. I mean, Goran is, I think after 4 races, I mean he's on 87 points.
Ricky pretty loud. Just bear with me one
So
second.
you know, watch out for him.
Apologies, Ricky. I just had to change your volume. We've had somebody say in the chat you was a bit too loud.
Oh well, that's just normal. That could be just my normal tone. But there we go. Goran is about to start his flying lap. I believe we are down to the final few moments.
Certainly is out on a flying lap.
It's coming up to sector 1 here. Let's have a look at his first sector. He's 2.5 temps up, so that's going to put him towards the second row of the grid right now. And how are you around this track? I know it's a track that many have a sort of Marmite experience with. Some love it, some hate it, but there doesn't seem to be any middle ground.
I don't mind it. It's one of those tracks I can always come back to and quite enjoy having a good race around it. It's not a track I'd personally choose as one of my favourites, but I do enjoy it. I do like a Bahrain GP. Yourself? Did you enjoy it?
Nah, it's a bit of a stinky one for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Gorani's
Yeah,
it
just doesn't suit the way I race. I like to maximize the track, and I just feel like the curbs on this, maybe not this game, but this track certainly, I don't know, they just tend to push me out too much, and I invalidate, and yeah, we'll just put it like that.
Curbs are a bit of a biatch is the easiest word to say for it in this track.
King Luke's just gone up to P6. That's his qualifying over. Alex WBA is 7 temps up going through the middle sector. He's on course for a second row here. It depends what he's left for the final 2 corners. A debutant from the AlphaTauri, and it is the second row, just behind Racer, who is coming down the second last straight. And Racer, if he's got anything on it, yeah, there's only a couple of corners in the sector 3, so it will be hard to improve. But he's definitely looking as if he's going to get onto the front row. And he does. He gets it.
Wow.
So it just shows you, those saying Break should be in EU2, well, I'm afraid that's just the pace. And Racer does it. I mean, I know he was
6,000.
Yeah, he picked up a penalty last week, so he dropped from P2 to P3, I think it was. So there's
Yeah.
there's going to be a bit of fire in that belly of the Ferrari man.
He did change the order of the standings. It has put Alpine up by 8 points.
Yeah, I mean, top 10, top 11 actually covered by a second. No real time for Dougie or Shane. But apart from that, pretty close.
Should be an interesting start to this race session, if I say so. If everyone's this close together, there's going to be a lot of fighting.
6,000, so that's so close, isn't it? And
Greg could be
don't know.
kicking himself. He didn't get the 6,000s.
Yeah, for sure. But I think Racer will be. I mean, P2 here is probably the better position to be in. Going down in towards turn 4, getting that slipstream, send it up the inside. You can make it stick. Racer's going to have to be on his A game if he wants to keep the lead of this race going into past turn 4. And watch out for Ivica in P3. I mean, if he learned how to manage his ERS, I mean, he would be right up there, wouldn't he? Week by week, we see it
Definitely.
constantly. The comments are about his ERS management. He's got the pace. He just needs to learn how to nurture it in a race simulation.
Yeah, definitely. I think he struggles with the recharge rate, and he just, when he goes for push, he pushes too much, uses too much when he doesn't need to.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of racing is about being patient and choosing your moments. It's okay getting past, but if you've got nothing to defend with, then it's a pointless exercise. And I
No.
think that is something he will have to learn. He's obviously pushing towards tier 3. He's up there in the standings. And as you move up the tiers, you get that experience, you get that nous, you get that knowledge of how to race, and that is something that will hit him hard if he continues to do what he does. But so far, he's making it work.
Yeah, definitely. Totally agree. He's definitely the fastest. He's third in the drivers' standings at the moment. So let's just hope he can manage the RS a bit better and consistently push for wins now as we are halfway through. Take the lights, mate.
The formation lap should be on, should it not? Or
I'm not too sure. We do have a form lap, I see.
Yeah, I think we do. There we go. So Racer will lead us. And let's just have a look at the tyre graphic as we go through the first couple of corners. The majority have chosen the medium compound. It's a pretty straightforward medium to hard strategy. Obviously, safety cars, virtuals do play a key role in a race like this. Interesting that P3 has decided to go on the hard. So the front two, I'm expecting to make a bit of a bolt through the first couple of laps, making that tyre advantage really give them some sort of buffer to the rest of the guys.
We do have some soft runners. We have Andres running softs and Yeet Meeks on the softs. I think they may be trying to push hard game places.
Yeah, but the problem is around this track, it's so easy to overheat your tyres, and despite you having the grip on the tyres, if you haven't got the cool temperatures, you're just going to be sliding, and yeah, it's going to be a real difficult race for those guys. I don't think the soft is the tyre to be on at any stage.
No, they're definitely not going to last long at all.
Other than maybe the last 4 laps if you get a late safety car, but medium to hard or hard to medium is the way to go here. Racer's going to be looking to get a clean getaway. Of course, he is on the racing line, so it should make it pretty easy going it down into turn 1. He can pretty much put his car wherever he wants it. But yeah, watch out for the new guy because he's got a little bit of pace as well.
Up into 4th on his debut from qualifying. It's good. It's not like he has the new guy nerves. He's ready. He's hungry.
Well, get your predictions out because This could be anyone's. It really depends upon the first couple of laps. If the front two get away from the Alpine, I think the winner will come from the front, as we've got a spinning Williams,
Oh,
and that
is that
is
Yeet Meeks?
Yeet Mix, who's having an absolute mare on the grid.
Crikey. How's he not been disqualified with that?
Yeah, well, Moilas and
There it is. There it is.
So there we go then. So you take it away, dude, and enjoy the first lap.
Okay. What's going on there then? So someone lining up. Okay, and we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights out. Out and away we go. Racer gets off to a good start, covers off, brake FN straight away, brakes up. Alex is up into third, Goran's up into fourth. It's very tight as they go down into turn one. Or Racer holds the line with brake into P2, Ivor in P3, Alex back down into P4.
Yeah, Alex.
Oh, we have cars off the track. We have the Alpine off of Goran down into P9.
Yeah, there's been Alex, the new guy. It was in a pincer sort of movement between the two Alpines. He had nowhere to go. I don't know if it was anyone's fault as such, but yeah, it was just in a situation where he couldn't get out of essentially, and unfortunately, on his debut, he's had a bit of a stinker. Ivica, I think, might have a little damage. He's struggling in P3, and the front two have gotten away.
Seems like there's more fighting going on at the back and into the midfield than there is at the front as Racer gets away by half a second. Brake is gaining though.
Well, position changes. Yeet Meeks is up 2. He's now up to P4. So that soft tyre making good leeway, but already just riding on board. Already the rear end wants to overtake the front end, and we're not even through lap 1. And it's going to be a real tough stint on those softs within a few laps.
I think I might have just seen it is. It's too wide. Maybe just an overtake just done by Fragnister.
Yeah, so Goran down 5, Alex down 7. Not a great start. However, anything can happen in this tier, and it normally does, to be fair.
Too busy trying to see what's going on, but I've got a lot of fog to see through.
Yeah, there's a lot of cloud. Sorry, not cloud. A lot of fog to go through, as you say. King Luke just been overtaken by Moilej, and now they're going side by side, heading towards turn 4. And for now, Moilej does make the move count.
Saw brake right up behind Lewis just then. It was very close.
Yeah, so there we go. This little bit of battling between the top two has invited the Alpine back into play. He's now well within the DRS, well under the 1 second. So I think that Brake does have the initial pace over Racer.
I think Brake's going to go for it. He's not. He's just holding back. Does have pace advantage. He has gained all that time back.
Yeah, and right now, I mean, Ivica in P3, he'll be loving this. He wants to see these guys battle because as the race goes on, it brings his strategy into play. And on the second stint, he'll be flying. And it does take a while for the hard tyres to get up to temperature, so that in-lap and out-lap, absolutely crucial if they want to win.
See Brake take the fastest lap as he's going for it. Down into turn 1. Oh, side by side. Can they hold it? He tries to squeeze him.
Yeah, there we
Still
go,
side by side. Still side by side. Brake just outbrakes him. Bit of contact, I think. Is side by side again? No.
Yeah, and this isn't really smart racing right now. They've got the tyre advantage of the guys behind them.
Yeah,
They should only really be battling down the back straight and maximise that tyre advantage.
Should be more thinking about gapping everybody who's on the harder compound rather than battling it out for position right now.
Yeah, exactly. The race isn't going to finish for another 26 laps, so this is... I mean, don't get me wrong, they're all for battling. They can all battle, and we love it. But they might come to regret it later on in the Grand Prix. We got a good battle between the two McLarens for 6th and 7th. We've got a bit of a cork in the bottle, and that is Yeatmix, who is on the soft tyres. So King Luke, who is on the mediums, has started to get away from the Williams, and Yeatmix is holding up everybody else up to P12. So we could see a double McLaren overtake here going into turn 1.
Back on the front runners as Racer does have the
Pure
DRS.
Blades. Pure Blades has got a good run on his teammate, and he's got an even better one on Yeatmix. Can the two McLarens overtake the Williams? In the end, just the one. Oh, and there's a little bit of contact. And Pure Blades does an absolute amazing switchback on his teammate. But look out for Moyalej in the Mercedes. He's got past Cygate as well. And this battle really heating up. The two McLarens just about make contact. No damage from the initial look. And yeah, Cygate, although he was looking like battling for P6.
Blades is up into P5 now.
Yeah, and Pure Blades enjoying a good few corners here. He's slightly gotten away from the Williams. He's on a good race tyre. Watch out for Pure Blades. He might have something to say about this.
It seems what we've been missing is some battling out in front. That's opened a door for Ivica to get in the DRS.
Yeah, and Moyalez is all over the back of Yeatmix for P6. That Williams is not enjoying those tyres.
Has he got the run? Oh, he pulls himself back in. Yeatmix gone defensive. Moyalez gets through.
Yeah, and I think what happened there, he tried to give himself the DRS, but I don't think it's worked. And I tell you what, it is super foggy. I barely can see anything down the back straight. I'm having to go on board just to get a decent picture.
Ooh, there's a bit of contact there into turn 1.
Oh, I tell you what,
Alpha Tau ruined the McLaren.
Yeah, Yeatmix is really struggling. He just clipped the back of Moyalez going into turn 1. And he's going to send it down the inside of turn 4. Ooh. And is there a little bit of contact?
That was very close, if not there was contact. Oh, and his back end's twitching left and right. He's really struggling on them softs now.
Yeah, and that's just saying you don't want to be on that tyre at all. If I would say the only way you could possibly make this work is if you literally do 2 laps on them and then box, and even then you're not going to make a set of tyres last that long. So a strange strategy that isn't working, essentially.
So Alex has had a go at Yeatmix now. It seems like he might be past him. And he is. Yeah, them softs just aren't doing anything for Yeatmix anymore.
Well, the front two have started to work together a little bit more sufficiently. They've now got a 1.4 gap to P3. P3 is 5 seconds clear of King Luke. And Brake will take the lead of this Grand Prix heading in towards lap 6 and in towards turn 1. Racer will sit nicely behind. He will pick up the DRS, but I think he's a little bit too far behind to make a move.
I think Brake's looking to take control of this race.
Yeah, I mean, Goran is Racer's championship contender right now. So with Goran down in P15, he doesn't actually have to win this race. It's all about being consistent and just getting good results. And sometimes you just got to beat your opponent and move on to the next one. And I think this might be one of those occasions where it's a case of let's move on to the next one. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2.
Yes, Racer has dropped out of the DRS.
It's Moyalez. He's had a spin at turn 10, I think it is. The hairpin.
He is now facing the right direction in a way again.
Yeah, now Blades is all over the back of King Luke. Pure Blades showing some great pace here at Bahrain.
He's going to try and tail him close as they get down into the DRS zone. Hopefully get them moved on into turn 1.
Yeah, so as expected, Ivica has passed Racer, but he's also out of ERS on lap 7. I think we're going to have to start getting a poll in the chat to see what lap we will run out of ERS going forward.
Place your bets, place your bets.
Place your bets. So Racer's going to get it back going towards turn 4. He will have to give a slight squeeze. And he does. He beautifully parks his car just in front of him. And yeah, the Alpine cannot do anything from there. Pure Blades all over the back of King Luke. Yellow flag. We got a spinning Haas, and that's Bozo.
He is on the grass.
Yeah, he's got back running
the
again.
Alpine behind. Yeah,
let's be careful.
Garango's flying past.
Yeah, there we go then. So, an interesting start. Lap 7 of 29. Racer has dropped right off the back of brake.
Brake has just taken full and utter control. Tried to gap Racer as much as he can, seeing as he's pushed him to a point, he's used his tyres up. He feels like he can now create that gap.
Yeah, exactly. And what's the gap between P1 and P3? We're talking about 2.3, 2.4 seconds. So the undercut probably still viable at this point.
Either go back up into P2, but again without the ERS to defend if Racer was to charge again.
Yeah, look at Racer. He goes wide into turn 1, and that allows him to open up the corner at turn 2 and turn 3. And this is just all about playing the strategy game. He knows he's going to lose the position into turn 1. He parks his car exactly where he wants it, gets a good run out, and it's just an easy overtake back up into turn 4. It's really smart racing.
What I have heard is that he is an experienced driver, so a move like that and the defensive manoeuvres that Racer is portraying is something you would expect from a driver of his caliber, really, wouldn't you?
Yeah, he's got, I think he was involved in some sort of karting at a younger age. Yeah, so it is racing knowledge of how to race, and, you know, overtaking, defending is... You know, it'll be tip top. Sometimes it doesn't transcend to gaming, but on this occasion it perhaps has.
Knows how to hold the defensive line. I think Ivica needs to rethink his game plan before he makes a move, but hopefully soon before he starts to burn out his tyres as well.
Exactly. And we got another move a little bit further down as well. We got Alex, who's all over the back of Sygate now. So Sygate's dropped off the back of his teammate and King Luke. And Alex is going to make a move for P6. Now you can see it. So much fog at Bahrain here.
Does get the move done on Sygate as he tries to pull away now. He's low on the battery though. Does he have enough to defend?
Yeah, we got Red Panda. Oh, Red Panda! He's dropped it. That is going to be a safety car. It is. This is perfect for the mediums. He had a spin and he tried to get on the throttle. He's just dropped it.
Bozo's dived into the pits.
And,
he was on the hard tyres though, but he was the first into the pits. He's going to benefit the most, I think.
Yeah, well, the problem he's got, though, he's picked up a 5-second penalty, so he's going to have to get rid of that again. So, yeah, perfect for these medium runners. They can stick on a set of hard tyres, run to the end. And, yeah, I mean, what's it going to be? Lap 11, lap 12 when the safety car comes in. So, it's not much earlier than they would have pit anyway. You know, by the time they get underway. So I'm expecting all medium runners to pit. I think Ivica should probably stay out. Saying that, a fresh set of mediums, could the mediums make it? Maybe.
He could play the risk and hope for a late safety car.
Yeah, that's what he may choose to do. No, he's boxing, so like, I don't blame him for boxing. I'm not 100% sure a set of mediums is gonna make it from here, but
He'd have to manage his tyres well, just in case.
Exactly, yeah.
He is out in the mediums.
Yeah, well, he had no other option. He couldn't go soft. So yeah, it's as you were. Everyone's pit.
King Luke's put on the softs. Oh no, that's Alex and Luke have put on the softs. They might be expecting safety cars. Or they could be the safety cars with putting on the soft tyres at this stage.
I'm not really sure why you'd put on the soft at all, to be honest, at this stage. The only thing I can think is that they're going to be coming into the box again, essentially recycling a set of tyres. They certainly won't make it all the way on a set of softs.
Shane, time penalty under the safety car. Oh my.
I know, Matty will be spitting feathers right now.
God. Calls it his cardinal sin.
Genuinely, he absolutely hates it. It does give him sleepless nights. So, yeah, there we are.
It's not the best thing to get, is it? Get a 3-second time penalty for track limits under a safety car. I mean, you're not even racing at the moment, buddy.
I mean, King Luke and Alex, P5 and P6, on the soft, they are going to gain positions off the start. That's just inevitable. They really do need to look into a safety car here again. Because essentially what they've done to themselves is put themselves a full pit stop behind.
It is a very risky strategy. It'd be a miracle if it plays off into their hands. But at the moment, it's all about Racer and Brake getting away from Ivica on those mediums. Especially on the restart, Ivica needs to come strong. Especially with the tyre advantage, will drop off faster.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what Racer can do about the Alpine behind, to be honest, because we know he likes to burn his energy. If he burns his energy, he's going to get past. He's going to have the grip and tyre advantage straight away. So I'm not entirely sure there's anything that Racer can do about being overtaken. Other than absolutely getting on the restart and being on the back of brake.
Barbosa served his penalty, I think. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Do you think the safety car will go in this lap?
What lap are we on?
11?
I think it probably will, yeah. I know the Haas is quite some way behind, but by the time
they get into third sector, I'd say he's caught up.
And then brake's going to be doing a slow start, so I think it will be this lap. So there we are. Well, I mean, he's only 10 seconds behind, and yeah, it should easily catch up here. I expect the safety car in this lap. And if not, then the likes of Shane, who's in P14, which is only one position from last, he should probably box for a new set of mediums.
It would benefit, definitely, instead of being out on the softs.
Again. he wouldn't have to pit again. So the safety car is staying out. So there we are. And
Oh, we've got cars in the pits. It's the Haas.
Bozo's in the pit.
That's an interesting strategy car when he's out on fresh mediums. What's he doing?
He's checking on a new set of mediums, but I mean, I suppose there's no harm. Was he last before he did?
He
that
was
pit stop?
last. He was last. Yeah.
So there we are. Then he's only 2 corners behind, so he will definitely be getting underway this lap. Watch out for King Luke and Alex in P4, P5 and 6. Those are going to be the movers to begin with.
Straight on the sauce.
Yeah.
Still, it's might only get 2 or 3 laps out of them before they start to drop off. They overheat very quickly, like you say.
Mate, can you just move that thing in the middle of the screen?
The telemetry.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm going to remove the tyres now. Yeah, the safety cars hopefully going to be in. And Bozo has caught up, so...
Lap 12, safety car is in. Who is your money on at this precise point?
Right now, Ivica's strong for taking lead and getting away, but towards the end of the race, I can see Brake and Racer coming back at it very strongly. Possibly fighting each other for the win.
I'm going for a Pure Blades win, mate.
Pure Blades win?
I'm chucking one out there. Pure Blades for the win.
McLaren victory. That's your prediction for tonight. Okay. Brake, don't let me down, boy.
Here we go. And he's gone.
Yeah, that's it. He's away. God, I can't see a thing. It's so foggy.
It's bad. But Racer has managed to get away from Ivica for now. But he has gone through turn 1 quite tight. There we go.
Oh, my lies, there's something going on midfield.
Alex is all over Luke. Alex is on soft, so is Luke. And they've nearly banged wheels. However, they do come unscathed. And it's as you were. Let's have a look. There's 2 wide. Going through turn 5. Oh, I tell you what, these drivers need to be careful. Oh, Milers down the inside. Job done.
Oh, it's
a little bit
there's contact there with Yeetmex.
Oh, a little bit of lag there. There we are. Goran, this has brought Goran right back into it. You know, he was struggling early on. He was down in 14th, I think. And now he's P10 and a lot closer to the leaders.
He's right on the tail of the Mercedes too. Oh, so Williams goes a bit wide of Heatmax.
Yeah, and Pure Blades is under threat here from King Luke. Not sure he can do anything to stop the Aston Martin getting through. And to be fair, he doesn't need to stop him because he knows that the Aston Martin will have to box again. So let him through and let him help you along.
See Alex get past Cygate though.
Yellow flag, sector 1. Dougie's had enough.
Oh, Cygate's trying to find his way back through on Alex. Couldn't quite make it work. As we see the Red Bull of Fragnister caught in the mix. Oh, Cygate really struggling to keep it together there as he's trying to catch Alex, who's just on the better compound at the moment. It's the quicker compound of the soft spot. It's not going to last long. other than that, all seems fairly clean.
Yeah, and Racer is out of that 1 second. Is under threat from Ivica. And medium tires versus hards. DRS versus none. Should be fairly straightforward.
There's a little look. It's not going to do anything to Racer though. It's not going to make him nervous. He's prepared for it.
Yeah, I don't think DRS is activated yet. I think it will be this next lap.
Should be activated this next lap, yeah. But he
there
does.
Goes the Alpine through, and there's the magic red flashing light. You love to see it.
Flashing lights.
Yeah, I tell you what, this lad likes a flash.
The Racer's prepared. He's got his DRS. Oh, Yeet makes his out.
It's in the pit lane. That's nothing doing there.
Is it? So it is.
Racers having a look back at Vika. 1.6 now, the gap between first and second.
Oh, Racer could have got up the inside, just didn't quite have the traction. Ivica just taking that position.
Just going back, it's we've got a King Luke holding up the pack a little bit. 6 attempts to pure blades with Alex on those softs a further second back. So Alex hasn't really made this stint work yet, has he? He was in P6 when he was on the soft, and he's still in P6 several laps later. So the gamble hasn't paid off.
It's not worked out too well for him, but it has gone more in Luke's favour. But again, 2 seconds off those front three. It's not a nice gap to be in. Blades trying to use the DRS to gain time, but the softs are still working for Luke, it seems. Can just hold him up there.
Racer having a sneaky little look up the inside of turn 4. Nothing doing this time, and he's putting Ivica under all sorts of pressure. So far, he's not faltering.
It's that famous flashing light of Ivica that's holding him back.
Yeah, it is. It's. I mean, even with having a tire advantage, you need that ERS, and I think Racer's quite comfortable right now. He knows that he's eventually going to get past, and it's just a matter of time. The one thing that would really screw him over is some sort of safety car, because he would then actually be third and racing for position. Right now, although they are racing, his race will come to him in the final few laps.
Oh, definitely. Compound's just going to last longer on his tyres, whereas because he's just not going to have the pace to hold up against the hards in a couple laps' time.
We got a nice little battle between Cygate, Alex Fragnista for P6. Alex down to P7, so he's even losing positions already on those soft tyres.
Yeah, it really hasn't gone to Alex's favour this time. Luke is...
Cygate going real defensive. On board with Fragnista. He's all over the back of Alex. He's going to go 3 wide into turn 1.
Fragnista's down on the inside. Can he make it work? Side by side with Alex on the exit. Wow. And he's wide on the exit.
Look out for Cygate, because he's coming up the inside, and Fragnista's going to have to be careful there. We're going 3 wide, heading towards turn 4. And a little bit of a switchback. Is it a double switchback? It is! Cygate with a double switchback. Thomas going to be absolutely loving that.
And Alex got caught, I think, with Fragnista, and they got spun.
Oh, he got a spinning Racer.
Got a spinning Racer.
Ferrari down to P7, and he's...
And that's Blades up into P2.
Yeah, I tell you, Blades for the win, guys. What did I say? Go on, Blades. I mean, I'm neutral anyway, but like, it'd be so nice to see Blades get a podium. I can't remember if he's even had a podium before. He probably has. He's been in the league for quite a while. And I think you're going to see Racer be a bit more aggressive now because P7 and his rival only a few positions down.
Needs to try and get back up there and get the points he needs. He has got a comfortable lead, but season's not over yet. We are only halfway through.
Yeah, halfway through, I think he would have taken this before the start. We didn't really know what people's pace would be like in terms of, consistency and racecraft, I guess. But Racer, we know he'd be fairly quick.
Ferrari's already taken the.
Yeah, there we go.
It's already up into.
I say it's Racer's consistency that's gotten him where he is. It's not his outright pace, shall we say?
That's 2 positions in a sector. He is full aggression mode right now. He needs to get those positions back. He's not happy with the spin. He must be kicking himself because he's driving with full aggression right now.
Yeah, he is, but he's only 5.4 behind P2, and he's only a further, well, not further, but what is he? 4.4.
Otherwise, he's off track.
3.4 behind P3, which is where he was. So, he's not a million miles away from where he was. Well, saying that, I didn't actually notice that Ivica is down there as well in P7. So, fairly obvious that they've had it coming together.
Seems like they have had it coming together if they're both down there. That's why they put Blades up so high. And Luke on the podium, so it seems I have noticed with Luke, he's still on the softs, and he's not losing time. He's maintaining between a 1.7 and a 2
he's
second
in the
gap.
pit lane now, so he's going to lose several positions.
But he did well maintaining within a 2 second gap. He wasn't losing too much time out to Blades at least.
Yeah, and this is what I was saying. It was a nothing strategy, really. It was. Yeah, you can't base a strategy around getting luck and a safety car. It just doesn't work like that. You can't. You've just got to race as if it's a normal, as if there's going to be 29 clean laps, and go from there. A lot of it is adaptability within the race itself. A lot of it is changing conditions.
Ivica and Luke have both boxed for mediums. So it looks like they'll be going to the end of the race on those.
I'm not sure if you've noticed, but we're on board for a potential double McLaren podium right now.
So it seems. Looks like McLaren are having a good day today at Bahrain.
Yeah. I mean,
they've got a consistent gap from Racer. So as long as Racer can, as long as he can keep that gap away from Racer, we don't have any more incidents of safety cars.
Yeah.
Could be good.
Well, I mean, Racer right now, once he overtakes Sidegate, which is going to happen, with, of course, Sidegate, no DRS, he's not actually going to lose any points from where he was when he had the collision with Ivica. Because he was P3 anyway, so Sidegate goes defensive on the inside. Just watch Racer's line here as he gets completely squeezed out. I'm going to go on board with Shane because he's watching this unfold. And Racer's going to go to the outside of turn 4, and that's a nice move. Job done. He does go a little bit deep, but it's job done for now.
I already made those positions back, so it's just keeping it going now for Racer.
Worth noting that Shane is on the soft tyre as well, so it's going to be interesting to see how far he can take them. You did point out that Luke was showing good pace, and evidently so is Shane, but there is still 9 laps to go after this one.
There's no way Shane could take it all the way to the end. It's just not going to happen.
Oh, no. God, no, he'll have a puncher. If he doesn't have a puncher, he's going to be 4 seconds a lap slower.
Do you think that's his plan? Go really long on the softs and hope for a safety car?
I think he has to now because there's not enough laps left to gain that time back.
You can keep the pressure on Sygate.
Sygate's gonna
He's gonna
make a
go
move.
for it.
I tell you what, he gets really close. Racer has got a nice wide approach.
Prepared. Gets that
Mini
exit
switch,
speed.
yeah, mini switchback. And there we go. Sygate's going defensive, but he'll be helpless.
Flashing
for
light
this
on
one.
Sygate.
Yeah, round the outside, favours the grip early on the traction. And that's Racer's move completed. Lovely racing between these guys. And a lovely aerial shot as well. Thomas will be absolutely creaming himself. So break has broke out.
Seems
Race
Lucas
around the
just made
outside, tries
himself
to
up to
switch
8.
back. Oh, I tell you what, Race has got it done on the inside. Oh, side by side through blank curve. Nice move. But he does go wide, and Sygate now flashing, so
So Lucas
it's
now up
getting
to 8.
close here, isn't it?
It is.
I think Shane's tyres have just started going. He's just lost 5 attempts within one corner.
Sygate's going for it again. He doesn't have the ERS to defend if Racer wants to come back at him. Oh, he's not letting him have it that easy. As we see Shane come in.
Yeah, they're all running out of ERS.
Do you think Shane too could be looking for an opening on this? He's sitting back waiting for his time. Just waiting
Tell
to
you
pounce
what,
on the aftermath.
Miles in P6 is coming right back into this. All this battling has allowed the Mercedes back into this. He's also on the hard tyre, so he has no problem getting to the end.
That's all he needed though. Just needed the a couple of cars to slow down with some fighting. He could be straight back in it. He just needed to keep a consistent pace.
Yeah, well, he needs to keep up with Shane because Shane's going to lose. He's going to have to pit. Or he's going to punch her. So...
He's getting a bit squirrely now, Shane is.
Yeah,
Back end's getting very loose.
He's threatening to lose that back end. Yeah, Racers less than a tenth going into the final couple of corners. And there we go. Sygate once again pulls to the right. I'm not too sure this is helping him actually because he's picking up all these marbles. Race is going to pull out to the outside onto the racing line. He should be able to go around the outside completely. And this is what I'm talking about. That is experience. He learned from what Sygate was doing previously and adjusted his approach. And now he's got an easy move going into turn 4.
See if Shane's going
This time he's more ahead than he was previously. So this should be done.
Yeah,
there it is. There it is. And it's all about looking at the situation and changing things up.
For those that are watching, if you're enjoying what you're seeing so far, be sure to join the Discord and sign up. You can be involved.
Even if you're not enjoying it, sign up anyway.
Come down, take a seat, get involved.
Exactly. So here we go, Sygate. Can Sygate do anything from here? I mean, he's got no ERS. Yellow flag, sector 2. Full safety car. And that is what I was saying with Shane. He stayed out. He's locked in here. And I tell you what, Brake has fortunately been able to box. I wouldn't be surprised to see someone stay out here, being this close to the end.
There's Ivica whose spawn has lost his wing again. That's twice in this race. Ivica's had to box for a new wing.
Shane boxes. So does Andres. King Luke is staying out. Yes, we love that. I mean, he's going to suffer in compare, but he, at least temporarily, he's going to jump up to P2. If he can get... No, he's not. Blades comes out in front. So, you've got to say, I mean, Race is right back in this now.
I don't know about you, Ricky, but I always love a late safety car when people slap on the softs and then it's basically a 5-lapper to the end. It's all guns out.
I don't like it in a sense because now everyone's on the quicker tire. They feel like they've got this this grip that as if it's going to last forever. And what you'll see is you'll see people go for moves that really shouldn't be going for. And normally in the last few laps, you see a little bit more collisions because people are a bit more desperate. Everyone's got a 100% ERS, new tires. So it does neutralize the race a lot, which is why you see these moves gone. That said, the top two should really be safe from the rest because King Luke is on the medium tire.
He will be fighting hard to keep that P3, I'm guessing, with him not boxing. It was his plan to gain the positions. He's going to have to fight very hard to keep it, especially on the mediums.
Yeah, I don't think... Oh, no, Fragnish does pick up a penalty under a safety car. It's just carelessness. It really is carelessness. There's no excuses. You've got, you can be within 10 lengths of the car in front. There's no pressure. It just shouldn't be happening.
I have pushed hard on outlaps, but never to get track limits. Not under a safety car.
Yeah, it's silly, isn't it? There's no way in a million years you're getting it removed from the stewards. And there we go, a bit of a dedication to Thomas. Thank you, Thomas, for 5 years of commentary in EU1, an absolute legend of the league. He will continue to still be involved. He of course, league coordinator, but for now, he has handed his mic to Kigenis, who will take over as EU1 lead comms. He will be streaming alongside Lewis, or Racer, shall we say. And yeah, we're down to 13.
13 left. And hopefully SC will go in this lap. So we can have what would be 4 laps of nice clean racing, or 3 laps if it went to go in this lap. But if not, then it is going to be just a couple laps showdown where it's going to get dangerous. Like you say, Ricky, with people making unrealistic moves.
I hope that's not the case because it's been a fairly clean race, been some good racing. And I think after the last couple of weeks, obviously we had a break week several weeks ago, but last week was kind of on the dirty side, and this has been the complete opposite. So these guys are capable of it. Yeah, and tonight's been a real solid race so far.
Don't think Ivica's happy, saying in the Twitch chat. Words that I cannot understand.
I don't know, I don't speak Croatian, so yeah. Google will be out later, I'm sure, just to make sure it's all kept in check. But nah, Ivica, he'll be back. He loves to race.
Safety car is in.
He'll probably put himself down to that. That said, I can't see a thing, but
brake is gone. That's it. He's away.
Look at Racer. Racer is already...
He's prepared. He's up.
Oh, and I tell you what, that was ever so close to the start line. But Racer temporarily up to P3, and job done. He's past King Luke. We got a spinning... is that a Haas at the back? So that's Bozo. Fairly clean. as Goran's making a move past Dougie. Oh my
Oh,
days!
there's
A
contact.
Fragnista has just turned in to Goran as if he wasn't there. Absolute shocking racecraft.
Wow.
And
Goran's
I would
down
not be
into
surprised.
last. He's not happy with that.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be too happy with it either because it's so evident he was there. He was wheel to wheel with him. He's got no left end plate now, and just around here, you need that downforce, man, and that is going to be his race done. Such a shame because I get it. He's just had a howler, hasn't he? He's just been absolutely no luck.
It's been a bad race for Goran after all. He did get that amazing last lap overtake last race at Monza and take the victory. This race just hasn't been for him.
Yeah, well, this is his 5th race of the season. He obviously missed the first 2 or 3. I think he was on vacation. This will be his worst result. We got a move for P5. It's Shane versus King Luke versus Moyales. They're all together. Look at Sidegate as well. We're going forward deep into turn 1.
There was contact between Sygate and Shane.
Oh, look at that. Luke's desperate now. He's getting his elbows out, but he can't do anything about it. He's got no grip in comparison. And I know he's going to be frustrated, but he really needs to race smart now because he doesn't want to be picking up any post-race penalties. Moyles having a look. Nothing doing right now. Sorry, it wasn't Moyles. It was Andres.
Can Luke do anything, though, on those mediums that are 8 laps old?
Pray is what he can do. Oh, and he's got out of shape as well. He's really putting the throttle down early. I feel his frustration. But that said, he had the option to pit and he chose not to. Race is closing in on the back of Pure Blades. The leader has checked out. You'd have to say Drake has dominated this race from when he's got into the lead. He hasn't never looked in danger.
He dominated qualifying too. He had a very, very amazing first lap. Great second lap. I'm pretty sure Racer Sid did take qualifying by
6,000.
6,000. But again, Drake was dominating his first 2 laps.
Yeah, you're going to say there will be DRS for 2 laps. Can Blade? Can he do anything? I don't know. He's 8 tenths ahead. He needs to pull out that 1 second this lap. He needs a lap from the heavens. Moyales is on the back of Sygate. Sygate's out of DRS, so watch out. We've also got a move for P5 going on here between McLaren and Mercedes. We've seen them battle plenty of times over the seasons.
The Racer is out of the DRS.
Yeah, he is. And Blades, that's what he needs to do now. 1.2. I don't think Racer will mind too much with P3, given what happened with Ivica. Given what's happened to Goran, he will extend his championship lead. So,
see, Malloy's is going for it on the outside.
Yeah,
he's got it.
In that sense, it's a job well done. Plenty of battles behind P2 though.
Sygate could still fight this back. He will have the DRS.
Yeah, he's gonna make this count.
He's gonna have to go for it.
Yeah, Sygate does love that inside. I don't think I've seen him go to the outside once.
Malloy's is trying to get the exit speed.
Oh, he snapped down the back, and that's ruined his run into turn 4. Sygate's going to be able to hold off here. Just that error has cost him a position, a chance of getting that position back. And yeah, we got a battle. Alex is battling with King Luke. King Luke, out of sorts, down in P9. It's not going to be a happy ending, which is... I could have made a comment there, but... I won't.
It's not going to be nice.
No, it would have been nice. But there we go. He's going to get P9. I just wonder if Andres has... Can he keep within the 3 seconds of Andres? He might be able to nick a P9. Go on board with break because he's coming round the final.
Oh, there's contact when Maloysius and Sygate. Try and fight it very hard. It's the last lap. It's all they can do. Maloysius is going for it.
Yeah, but break is coming towards the back end now, mate. So let's go on board with the race leader. He's going to pick up 25 points for the race win. He's going to pick up an extra point for the fastest lap. Pure Blades, P2, Racer P3. A solid race from Pure Blades. Shane.
Maloysius to the line. Oh, that was so close.
Oh, my days. Photo finish. Alex P7. King Luke did get P8. Andres P9. Pragnista does pick up a P10. And I tell you what a finish that was between Sygate and Moyles.
He just got it by 300ths. Sygate held it by 300ths. That was... Oh, Maloysius giving it everything then to the line. That would just...
Yeah, and Goran, sadly, at the back.
That reminds me of EU3 Jeddah. Maloysius almost had me to the line on the exact same tactic. Wow.
Well, there we are. I mean, it was supposed to be Matty, so I can only apologise. Hopefully he'll be back in here as normal next week. That's your second week, done and dusted. Where's next? Is it Monaco next?
It is Monaco next.
Monaco. And Monaco will be
Bum, bum, bum,
at
bum.
midnight as a cost tradition.
Oh.
We always have the race at Monaco set to nighttime.
That's going to be interesting. Very interesting.
So an interesting one for you, under the lights at Monaco.
I love Monaco. I absolutely adore Monaco. It makes you sweat. It makes you cry. It makes you not want to drive anymore.
Just make sure you get the results, mate.
But it's fun.
Yeah, Monaco is... and especially now, well... I mean, you imagine Monaco wet at midnight.